It's the 11th of October and it's 12:40, and this upload is quite serious. There are individuals that are responsible for corruption in society that are still corrupt and still jeopardising Brexit and COVID-19 protocol. I'm aware that there are people thinking that they're able to sit at the table where they don't have a chair and negotiate paper and information that they don't actually have ownership or have full honest information around the circumstances of. So there are people that are still causing problems to Brexit and that are still causing problems to COVID. Now, I can wholeheartedly, with my hand in my heart, single-handedly claim that development of Brexit and COVID came from my humanitarianism. So at the moment in the southwest of Ireland, there are people being a little bit covetous of my personal details and personal information, and unfortunately they're forgetting themselves. It's only 2023. They're guilty of child abduction in 2017, and where I am, there are still the culprits of corruption that gave rise to Brexit still in society where they're not lawful at all. So this is a huge issue for the European Court of Human Rights, because the local authorities have been implicated in this matter since 2005 up to 2017. Now, after 2017, there have been still incidents of phlegm, spitting, violence and offence in slander, defamation of my good name and false reporting. Now, I'm a humanitarian and I'm a farm holder, and the Vatican Church has been offended as well. I'm still legally married and I've experienced bigamy. There have been individuals of bigamy and bigotry offending my nuptials. Now, the Roman Catholic Church, whether they want to work with the commandments or not, there are people that are speaking of the commandments, and I'm not witnessing people working properly with the commandments. So there are people also in this situation that are of thuggery and violence and ASBO conduct, and that's putting little children at risk. It's like road rage, people suffering from road rage, spreading their toxicity and not, following the rules of the road. So in their human behaviour and conduct, it's similarly. And the issue around these people not obeying the law and that are still of the same conduct that they have been of prior to Brexit, that's not good enough. It offends Brexit and it offends COVID. So those people that think they're at the table discussing my humanitarian initiatives and my creative intellectual property, they don't have ownership of my creative intellectual property that came to be COVID and Brexit. So anyone that's misunderstanding who has ownership of what matters to discuss and what not to discuss, those people discussing anything of my good name, character and reputation that haven't done anything except cause the problems of Brexit and COVID to become the legislation that it is, those people that have not respected the Roman Catholic Church and that have been adulterous or of extortion from me, those people that have discussed my nuptials, I don't give anybody any permission to discuss my nuptials. I don't receive maintenance. I don't receive my child. My child is illegally from my care. I don't receive the joy of being a mother because of ASBOs and ignoramuses. Ignorance. It's disgusting. In society, thinking they're walking onto my home in Tubbard Hill. They've no right to discuss my property in Tubbard Hill. And I'm in HAP accommodation. I'm currently homeless. Well, I wouldn't say homeless, but the Brexit issue, where Brexit happened to be arising from, is a part of my professional portfolio. So I'm really concerned about how the authorities would think more fraud against the Constitution. How would they consider this situation? How would they consider more fraud against the Constitution that was happening before Brexit happened? So, there's a lot happening. The issue that there are people in society that have not honoured their obligations or duties, that's another issue. The state has been damaged, and that's because of people offending my good name, and my royal name is in 4 countries of good blood. And those that are contaminating blood are making the little girls and boys of the future unsafe. So those people that are sick in society, not paying their debts or coveting anything of my belongings. I hate to remind them about the bunch of keys that they've stolen as well. That's an issue. So people that are thinking that farmland is on their agenda for acquisition, I don't know if they know the dangers of owing money that they owe me since 2005. And I have to warn everyone out there that are enjoying Brexit and COVID developments. It's really unsafe for any individuals that are of crime against my good name to be discussing anything of my professional portfolio. I've worked with 3 state departments, and I'm aware that there are people that think they're in a position to talk about prostitution with a mother of property, with the debts that they owe me. It's quite dangerous. It's disgusting. So I hope the Roman Catholic Church knows about who's accepted and who isn't accepted on those grounds, where they have been of crimes against the commandments. And anyone of filthy, disgusting behaviour aren't welcome around this situation either. Spitting phlegm is quite disgusting. Not paying your debts it's filthy. Not paying your debts is really bad. So I'm owed quite a lot of money. The state has full awareness of the Ukraine situation. That arose from me. I'm responsible for the origins of that circumstance in the past 5 years. The homelessness issue, the issue of the Ukrainians coming to County Kerry, that's all arisen from my humanitarianism. So if you wouldn't mind, up in Dublin, the ministers there that have an obligation, the issue of people in Tralee still causing crimes, the same crimes that they've been causing prior to Brexit, might be careful about getting support from the Gardaí or the Garda Síochána or the authorities, where they have implicated the Garda Síochána already in problems. The Garda Síochána have been implicated in crimes against me prior to 2017, most notably January 2017, when my son was illegally separated from me. And Kerry County Council, there's a little bit of an issue shirking off responsibilities. Kerry County Council, you have a full awareness of the tooth that's absent from my mouth as a consequence of 18 Rock Street and the linoleum, and the people that were coming in and out of the apartment dirtying that linoleum and making that linoleum unsafe to walk on. Kerry County Council, you're aware of the Ukrainian issue. You are also aware of the legislation that has arisen from my crime prevention with the Victim Support Federation. Kerry County Council, you know that I'm not a homeless person. I'm actually a farm holder, and that there is farm crime conducted with the assistance of mental health frauds assisting ASBOs that gave rise to Brexit. So as long as these people are still in society causing offence to the origins of Brexit, then unfortunately Brexit has failed. Anything that comes from my portfolio that's been frauded by people that can't pay their debts or that are stealing money and that are still causing problems, that is going to be a big disaster again for Brexit. These people have no control over their compulsion to be in control of what they have no control over at all. They can't control the urge to steal, and that's quite dangerous, and that damages Brexit and COVID. So I hope China is aware of my philosophy regarding zero tolerance and thuggery and disgusting behaviour in society. I don't support dirty behaviour of phlegm, spitting or violence. I'm not a violent person. I'm